Good afternoon from the San Jacinto Mountains. Brenda and I are on the Little Thomas Mountain Road on the south flank of Thomas Mountain up here in the San Jacinto Mountains, right near, basically in Garner Valley. And we're just gonna walk. We've been walking up this little dirt road, going up maybe 400 or 500 feet, maybe a little bit more, just to get a little hike in. It's a nice, beautiful day, December 7th. Nice sunny day. We have some company. All right, that was a nice forest ranger guy just passing by. I thought he was going to give us a ticket or something, but no, I don't think it's illegal to be up here, but he was nice enough. But yeah, we just we went down to Lake Hemet right before coming here, and we just decided to do a little bit more exploring. I wanted to let Brenda be able to run off leash and get some exercise in, so this is a perfect spot to do that. There's nobody up here. It's a nice isolated road. You get to hike way up and you get to look at the main crest of the San Jacinto Mountains. You're looking at Mount San Jacinto, which is the peak on the very left there. San Jacinto's sort of in the back. That's 10,831 foot Mount San Jacinto, which is the second highest mountain in Southern California. And believe it or not, it has the designation also of being the steepest escarpment in the contiguous United States. So in the lower 48 states, Mount San Jacinto has the steepest, basically the north slope of Mount San Jacinto, the northeast slope is the steepest escarpment in the lower 48. So no other mountain is as steep as the northeast face of Mount San Jacinto. I hope I said that correctly. I think I did. So yeah, it basically, the mountain basically rises over 10,000 feet in less than 7 horizontal miles. So that's as steep as you're going to find in the lower 48. No other mountain rises so high so fast as does Mount San Jacinto. Nothing in the Rockies or the Sierras or the Tetons. You have to go up to basically Alaska to find anything that would surpass that. So just to give Mount San Jacinto a little plug. I love the San Jacinto Mountains. You know, I've been coming up here since I was a kid, and it's so pristine. It's rural. You know, I like it a lot better than the San Bernardino Mountains, you know, because, you know, the San Bernardinos are a lot more popular. You have Big Bear, you have Lake Arrowhead, Crestline, Running Springs, you know, and you have the ski facilities up in the San Bernardinos and also the San Gabriels as well. So there's a lot more traffic up there, and it's a lot more well known. It's, you know, it's more cosmopolitan, I guess, than the lesser known San Jacintos, but I prefer the San Jacintos just because they're much more isolated, much more rural, less developed. You know, they're a lot more, it's a lot more peaceful and quiet up here, in my opinion. So it's a nice place to be. Just letting Brenda run around. She's traipsing up and down the hillside, and we're just going to go up a little bit further and then head down. Yeah, it's a nice place to hike. You can actually take this road all the way up to the top of Thomas Mountain, which is way over 6,000 feet. And they have a campground up at the top of Thomas Mountain. I actually drove the car up there one time, and that was pretty fun. You know, it's a nice steep road that goes all the way to the top. I've never hiked it up. I've never hiked to the top, but that's always an option. But I don't think we're going to do that today. We're just going to go hike up a little bit more and then maybe get a nice view of Lake Hemet down at the bottom and then head back down. I'm already a little out of breath. This is a fairly good climb. Brenda's handling it pretty well though. But yeah, just, you know, it's so peaceful up here. There was one person camping down at the very bottom of Little Thomas Mountain Road down by Highway 74, but that's the only person that we've seen so far, so we're all good. A lot of mountain bikers come up here too, up in the San Jacintos. There's quite a few mountain bike trails, or just the normal dirt roads and trails that a lot of the mountain bikers come up and utilize. It's a nice day today, December 7th. It's about 60, probably in the low 60s right now. All right, this is a nice little vantage point. We're overlooking Lake Hemet. We're on the flank of Mount Thomas Mountain, and we're looking down at Lake Hemet. So we've climbed up a fair amount. And as you can see the main backbone of the San Jacintos right behind the lake. Mount San Jacinto back there, and then you have the Desert Divide Range, which is the part of the mountains that separate basically Palm Desert and Palm Springs from Garner Valley here. And it's a very beautiful mountain range, as you can see. And the northern part of the range terminates at the city of Banning and Beaumont in the north. That's where the northern part of the range terminates. And then the range basically goes southward where it runs into the Santa Rosa Mountains, back where basically Highway 74 sort of cuts east going towards Palm Desert and Palm Springs. Beautiful area, nice place to come out and just spend some time walking around or bird watching or hiking or going down to the lake and fishing. Beautiful lake, beautiful mountains, San Jacinto Mountains in Riverside County, part of the San Bernardino National Forest. One last look before we head back down. I think this is as far as we're going to go. But it's such a beautiful, this is postcard worthy. Such a beautiful shot. What do you think, girl? You tired? You want to head back down? And Lake Hemet down there sits at 4,340 feet. So we're several hundred feet above the lake. And of course, the mountains in the back are several thousand feet above the lake and above the valley. And the valley itself ranges from about 4,300 to about 4,900 feet. It gets a little bit higher towards the south. You know, but it's a nice, beautiful valley. Used to do a lot of they used to raise racing horses out in this valley way back in the early part of the 20th century. And there was a guy named Garner. They named the ranch, a large ranch up here after him, Garner Ranch, and then of course Garner Valley. There was a lot of cattle, a lot of horses up here. Yeah, but so for anyone that's never been up here, take a trip up to the San Jacinto Mountains, Garner Valley, Lake Hemet. You won't be disappointed.